In this video, we will be discussing the next topic in data management, which is summation and notation. So in statistics, it is frequently necessary to work with sums of numerical values. For example, we want to compute the average cost of a certain brand of toothpaste sold at different stores. In store 1, the cost of their toothpaste is 10 pesos. The second one is 15. The third one is 12. And then you are going to get the average by adding the three prices from the different stores, then divided by 3 to get the average cost. In that example, nakita natin that before we came up with the average cost of that certain toothpaste, kinuha muna natin yung sum of all the numerical values. Another example, consider a controlled experiment in which the decreases in weight over a 6-month period were 15, 10, 18, and 6 kilograms respectively. If we are going to designate the first recorded value as x1, x sub 1, then x sub 2, x sub 3, and x sub 4, then what will happen? We can use the capital sigma letter, yan, nakita nyo yung symbol ng sigma, to indicate the summation of, where we can now write the sum of the 4 weights as summation of xi from 1 to 4. Or we can read that one as summation of xi going from 1 to 4, because from our example, we have 4 numerical values. We have 15, 10, 18, and 6. Okay? So the numbers 1 to 4 are called the lower and upper limits of summation. If we are going to solve that one, then we have these values. So your x1, yung I mo ngayon doon, di ba? Tingnan mo, you have there your I is equal to 1 to 4. Yan yung lower and upper limits of summation natin from 1 to 4. So since we have 4 values a while back, that's why we have there from 1 to 4. Hence, we have x sub 1 x plus x sub 2 plus x sub 3 plus x sub 4. And then you are now going to substitute the values from our example a while back na 15, 10, 18, and 6. That's why the summation of all the values then is 49. Yan. Another example, what if we want to know the summation of the values from 2 to 3? Okay? So, binago natin ngayon yung lower limit and upper limit natin. Go from 2 to 3. So, ngayon, ang mangyayari na, ganito na siya. Your x sub I, yung I, isa-substitute mo na siya ngayon doon, yun yung 2. Ito kasing summation, it indicates, yan nga, i-add mo daw yung values. Okay? So, xi, magiging x2 plus x3 na siya. Since your lower limit, magi-start ka daw dun sa 2. Okay? Hanggang sa 3. So, since yan, x sub 2 plus x sub 3, you are going to substitute the values for x2 and x3. That's why you get 28. Okay ba? So, in general, the symbol, this one, nakita nyo yung symbol? This symbol means that we are going to replace I wherever it appears after the summation symbol by 1, then by 2, and so on up to n. And then add up or add the terms. Therefore, we can write, yan, nakikita nyo? At another example natin, yung summation of xi squared going from going from 1 to 3. Or ito din, the summation of the product of xi yj going from 2 to 5. So, ganun sa basahin na. Nakita natin kanina kung paano siya basahin. Summation of xi going from, yan, dito sa first example natin ng summation. Summation of xi squared, kasi naka-square siya, yan, going from 1 to 3. Ito naman, summation of the product of xj, yj going from 2 to 5. Yan. Ito meron lang kasing itong mga to, may typographical error yan. Dapat 3 na yan, 3, tapos ito 4, tapos ito 5. Kasi from 2 to 5. So, x sub, ang magiging na nito is x sub 3, y sub 3, then plus x sub 4, y sub 4, plus x sub 5, y sub 5. So, ganun na dapat yung magiging itsura niyan. Okay, ganun muna dapat siya isusulat. Okay, next. The subscript may be any letter. Pero ang familiar kasi, very familiar kapag sa mathematics kasi, na ginagamit na symbol, is yung I, J, and K. I, J, and K. That is preferred by statisticians. That's why, obviously, kung titingnan natin tong dalawang symbols na to, tong dalawang symbol na to, yan, pareho lang ang ibig sabihin yan. Ang pinagkaiba lang nila is yung ginamit nila na letters, okay, na subscript. Yan. Yung una, xi, yan, xi siya, pero yung isa naman, xj. Pero kapag kukunin mo yung summation na yan, pareho lang yung ibig niyang sabihin. So, the lower limit of the summation is not necessarily a subscript. Pwede din kasi na number. Okay? For instance, the sum of the natural numbers from 1 to 9 may be written as, summation of x, where the lower limit is 1 to 9. Kaya ngayon, i-add up mo lang siya. Yung mga numerical numbers or natural numbers na yun. Okay? Next. When we are summing over all the values xi that are available, the limits of summation are often omitted and we simply write, yan, summation of xi. Yan ay kung i-add mo lahat yung mga values na given. So, it's not necessarily na isulat mo na yung lower at saka yung upper limit niya. Kapag lahat naman ng values ay i-add mo. But if you are not going to consider all the values, then write the limit. For example, yung 4 values kanina, tapos ang kukunin mo lang is from 2 to 3, o kaya 3 to 4, yung mga ganun. So, if you are going to add all the values, not necessarily that you are going to write your lower limit and the upper limit. Yan. Another example. If x sub 1 is equal to 3, x sub 2 is equal to 5, and x sub 3 is equal to 7, then find the following. Find the following. So, solution, I have this. Since itong first example natin, di ba nakita natin wala siyang upper limit at saka lower limit. Summation of xi. Anong ibig sabihin nun? You are going to add all the values. You are going to add 3 plus 5 plus 7. That's why we have this. Yan. So, yung value niya is 15. Yan. 15 yung value niya. Okay, next. We have also summation of 2xi squared. Okay. Or summation of 2xi squared going from 1 to 3. Ibig sabihin, lahat pa din yung mga yung mga values mo, isa-substitute mo siya dun sa given symbol. Kaya ang magiging solution niyan is 1. So 2xi squared. Ang mangyayari diyan ganito, 2x1 squared plus 2x sub 2 squared plus 2x sub 3 squared. Ano yung x sub 1, x sub 2, x sub 3, yan. Yun yung mga given values natin. 3, 5, and 7 respectively. That's why we have this one. 2, okay. Yung x sub 1 natin is 3. 3 squared is 9. Then 9 times 2 is 18. That's why we have this one, 18. Next, x sub 2 is 5. 5 squared is 25. And, sorry. Okay. So, let's repeat. So, 2x sub 2 squared is 50. Paano nangyari yon? Yung x sub 2 mo, 5. Okay? Tapos, i-square mo yon, kaya magiging 25. Times 2, kaya 50. Yan. We have our value there, 50. And then, the next one is 98. That is coming from x sub 3, which is 7. 7 squared is 49. And 49 times 2 is 98. Now, if you are going add all these values, makukuha mo ay 166. Okay? Nakuha ba? Okay, next. The last one. Yung sabi doon, from or the difference between x sub I less I. Diba? Eh, yung value, ma'am, paano natin malalaman kung ano yung I? Yung I mo, yun no? Yung nandito sa may yung upper limit mo at saka yung, lower limit at saka upper limit. Ano yung I mo? 1, 2, 3. Kaya ngayon, makikita mo, ganito na yung mangyayari. Sorry, yung nandito sa may ano natin, kulang yan. Dapat, meron pang x sub 1 less 1. Yan. Plus, i-plus mo na to. X sub 2 less 2 plus x sub 3 less 3. Kasi dapat yun 1. Sorry, may typo dito sa kwan natin. Sa PowerPoint natin. Okay. Anyway. So, yung x sub 1 natin is 3. Magma-minus ka ng 1. That is 2. Okay? Plus, x sub 2 is 5. Less 2 is 3. Kaya yun, 2 plus 3 is, ang sagot nun ay 5. Plus, yung x sub 3 less 3, yan, 7 minus 3 is 4. Kaya ang magiging sagot natin dapat dito ay 2 plus 3 plus 4. Ilan na yun? 9. Okay. So, the answer should be 9. Yan. 9. Ito dapat summation of the difference between xi less I going from 1 to 3. Kasi yun yung nandun sa may ano natin. Ito. Going from 1 to 3. Okay. So, dapat ang sagot niyan ay 9. Now, let's proceed. Another example. The given are the following. X sub 1 is 2. X sub 2 is negative 3. X sub 3 is 1. Y sub 1 is 4. Y sub 2 is equal to 2. And Y sub 3 is equal to 5. Now, let's evaluate the summation of the product of xi, yi going from 1 to 3. And the other one is the product of the summation of xi going from 2 to 3 and the summation of yj squared going from 1 to 2. And the solutions for this are the following. Okay. Yan. So, susundan nyo ba? Isa-substitute mo lang, x sub 1, y sub 1, plus x sub 2, y sub 2, plus x sub 3, y sub 3. Because that is going from 1 to 3. Kaya 1, 2, 3. Then, just substitute the given values. Kaya nakuha mo ay 7. Next, for the other one, that is going from 2 to 3. Kaya x sub 2 plus x sub 3 and yj squared going from 1 to 2. That's why we have y sub 1 squared plus y sub 2 squared. I-add mo lang yung values na yan. Tapos, saka mo i-multiply. Okay. So, meron na naman po tayong typo dyan. Wala po dapat yan. That is multiplication. That's why we got these values. So, negative 2. Kasi yung value ng 3 natin ay, yung x3 natin ay 1. At yung x sub 2 natin is negative 3. So, negative 3 plus 1 is negative 2. And y sub 1 squared plus y sub 2 squared is 4 squared, that is 16, plus 2 squared, that is 4. That's why we have 20. So, the product of negative value and positive value is negative. That's why we have negative 40. Okay? Then we have theorems regarding summation and notation. So, theorem number 1 states that the summation of the sum of two or more variables is the sum of their summations. Thus, we have this one. If you are going to add all the values, okay, of two or more variables, then you are going to get their summation. Equal daw siya kapag you are going to get the summation of xi, get the summation of yi, and get the summation of zi, na separated. So, pareho lang sila. They are the same. Another one, we have this proof. If you are going to get the sum of x sub 1, y sub 1, z sub 1, x sub 2 plus y sub 2 plus z sub 2, and so on and so forth up to x sub n, y sub n, and z sub n is equal to the values of getting the summation of all the x's, all the y's, and all the z's. Yan yung ibig sabihin niya. So, pareho lang sila ng magiging sagot. Theorem number 2. If C is a constant, then, ganito yung magiging constant values, ibig sabihin, ito yung mga hindi nagbabago. Constant lang siya. For example, 2, constant na 2. Constant na value na 3. Yan. As long as it is constant, it's not, hindi siya nagbabago. Okay? So, sabi doon, ilalagay mo daw siya before the summation, tapos saka mo kukunin yung sum of all the variable na given. Kaya ngayon, yan. We have this proof. Expanding the left side and factoring, we have this one. So, sabi kasi doon, constant lang naman kasi yung value na yon. Kaya ngayon, pareho lang siya kapag i-multiply mo siya in all, or ganito yung gawin mo. Ilalabas mo na yung constant, saka mo i-add yung values for x1, x2, and so on and so forth. Kaya, instead na mag-multiply ka pa ng constant doon, ilalabas mo na lang siya. Tapos, ang i-add mo na lang ay yung mga values ng x mo. Okay. Yung value ng mga variable mo. Yung value yung x mo. Charot lang. Okay. Last theorem. Okay. Theorem number 3. If C is a constant, then, yan. I-multiply mo na lang kung ilang, i-multiply mo na lang yung upper limit mo dun sa constant value. Yun na yun. Okay? Kapag constant siya. So, for example, your constant is 2. And your n is 3. Instead of having, having 2 plus 2 plus 2 kasi hanggang 3 beses mo siya kasi yung n mo doon 3. Kaya ngayon, instead na 3 beses ka na magsusulat ng 2, ang gawin mo na lang, i-multiply mo na lang yung C at saka N. Pareho lang naman sila magiging sagot na 6. Kasi kapag minultiply mo, 2 times 3, that is your N, is equal to 6 pa rin naman. Okay? So, pareho lang naman yung magiging sagot niya. So, that is another proof that Ito pala yung proof niya. Sorry. So, if in theorem number 2, all the xi are equal to 1, then ito na siya. Okay? I-multiply mo na lang your upper limit multiplied by the constant value. Makukuha mo na yung value ng summation. Okay, example. We have this example. Okay. Dito, we applied already all the theorems, the 3 theorems. So, nakita nyo ba? It's too easy to follow. Another example. Yan. And this, in-expound dito in-expound niya. Okay? Kaya naging ganyan. Ito yung given. Tapos, in-expand niya. Paano niya in-expand? Minultiply niya lang. X minus 1, minus I multiplied by X less I. Kaya nakuha mo to. Okay? And then, applying the theorems. Theorem number 1 to 3. Kaya ngayon, nakuha natin yung ito, na value. Understood? Okay. This is not part of your problem set because I gave this one already. So that ends our lesson about summation and notation. Thank you so much for watching this video.